guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the latest Liverpool transfer news update, and this will be another Darwin Nunez show because we have some major updates in the transfer saga, that is Darwin Nunez to Liverpool, because a Uruguayan journalist has confirmed that Darwin Nunez will fly to Liverpool for his medical to complete his deal, which is worth 80 million euros plus 20 million add-ons, and he will leave the Uruguay national team and he will step aside from international duty. And if you enjoy these videos, leave a like, subscribe if you are new around here, turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest Liverpool transfer news updates. And Darwin Nunez, according to Uruguayan journalist Diego Yocas, would not be in Uruguay tomorrow, and the intention is that he will travel in the next few hours to be able to sign for Liverpool for 80 million euros plus 20 million in bonuses. To miss the game against Panama, even though it's a friendly, suggests that this is a transfer that is very close to being completed. And also a local Uruguay journalist, Pedro Sepulveda, has told the media that Darwin Nunez has said to his family and close fans that he is joining Liverpool. His close friends already know, and his family already knows. Liverpool are, of course, already in advanced talks, and it looks like we have finally broken through with Benfica, and we have sealed the transfer with an agreement with Benfica, and otherwise Darwin Nunez wouldn't fly to Liverpool for a medical if the Benfica transfer deal wouldn't be done. And in some media outlets it was reported that Darwin Nunez would earn a staggering 250,000 euros per week, but Fabrizio Romano was quick to rubbish those claims. He said that reports of Darwin Nunez's salary of 250k euros per week are considered wide of the mark by Liverpool sources. Figures would be lower and salary would include add-ons. 5-year deal not an issue. Liverpool are discussing with Benfica about key details of an 80 million euro deal with 20 million euro bonuses. So that is around like 85 million pounds in total. But what is important is that the starting figure is around 70 or 68 million pounds. It's very unlikely that Darwin Nunez would get a salary of 215,000 pounds per week when, I mean, even Sadio Mane is not on that salary. It looks like his base salary will be a lot lower, but he will have bonuses and add-ons on that salary. So if he plays a certain amount of games, if he scores a certain amount of goals, if Liverpool win trophies, if Liverpool qualify for the Champions League, these bonuses will add on top of his salary, because Liverpool always like to incentivize the players to perform well, and then you will earn more money if Liverpool do well and you do well. And maybe for a striker you could include a goal bonus as well. So for example, if you score 10 goals you get a little bit more money. If you score 15 goals, and also with assists the same as well. An incentivized wage packet would be the FSG way, and that will allow Liverpool to only pay truly big money for Liverpool players, to Liverpool players, when the Liverpool team wins big trophies. Because then you can safely say they have more than earned their fair share of salary. And another journalist, the Goal's James Robson, has said that Man United are pretty much ending their interest in Darwin Nunez. They are pulling out of the negotiations. Looks like Man United are prepared to leave Liverpool to Darwin Nunez. They do not want to get into a bidding war with Liverpool. That's not it. They just know that Darwin Nunez chose Liverpool ahead of Manchester United. I mean, right now, why on earth would you go to Man United when Liverpool are selling Mane, they are selling Minamino, Origi is leaving on a free transfer to AC Milan. So 3 striker slots will be open at Liverpool. Why wouldn't you go to Liverpool? And also because Liverpool are challenging for trophies, they are winning things right now. Man United, it could take another 4 or 5 years for them to win a big major trophy. And it's also telling that Man United legend Gary Pallister has claimed that Liverpool at the moment are a lot more attractive club than Man United. He said Man United are one of the 2 top two biggest clubs in the world, if you get the chance to sign for Man United, you would stamp their hands off, usually. But obviously players are going to look at Man United and the troubles they've had with a new manager going in, where they finished last year not playing Champions League football. They've got European football, which can be a bonus, but it's not the top tier, it's Europa League. And I think if you are in a hurry, you are going to sign for Liverpool at the minute. And I think that pains a lot of Man United fans and a lot of Man United former players, and I'm really enjoying it, because I've grown up watching Man United win season after season, Premier League title after Premier League title. So it's so good to see them back in, mid-table, and this time it's Liverpool's turn to win the trophies. And what is also a very big upside about Darwin Nunez is that the attacker missed just 12 games through injury, which is a fantastic record out of the 152 games on offer in the last 4 seasons, which is really a remarkable return. And Darwin Nunez, of course, was the top scorer for Benfica in the Portuguese league, and considering Benfica to their usual standards had a below par season, it's really remarkable that Darwin Nunez still more than outscored anybody else in the league with 23 goals. He was also in 5th place when it comes to shots on target. He had 39 shots on target and 23 goals scored. That is a remarkably good conversion rate, because he scores more than 1 out of every 2 shots on target, and that is brilliant. He was also second with touches in opposition box, with 193 touches in the opposition box, so it looks like he's very active and he loves to be a fox in the box, like the typical out-and-out strikers love to do. And looking at Benfica's average positions, Darwin Nunez was in that inside left channel, so he wasn't on the left wing, but he wasn't that center either, somewhere in the middle on the left hand side. He was actually only the third most advanced player when it comes to average positions for Benfica. Both Yaremchuk and Rafa were a little bit more advanced than him, but not by much. Of course, Darwin Nunez played the majority of his games up front, but he also played some games on the left wing and as a left midfielder, and also as a left attacking midfielder. He had a little bit of a cameo as well. And Neil Merrer, who is a pundit working for FC TV, former Liverpool striker, said that what a player Darwin Nunez is. I watched him in the Champions League for Benfica and I was thinking, wow, he's only young, what is he, 22 years old, he's an international with Uruguay already. I watched him and I was thinking, he is an absolute handful. He's got the lot in terms of the movement, the finishing, the pace as well. He's an exciting young talent, and there is no doubt about it, he's going to be in big demand this summer. So whoever is his most likely option, I think there is a big player and a big future there for him. I was impressed with what I saw. If Liverpool are in for him, then Liverpool are an appealing option for any top young player at the moment, and he would certainly be one of those. There is a lot of uncertainty. They want to get it sorted as soon as possible, and they want to probably sell Mane for a decent price as well. When Mane arrived from Southampton, he was a top player. He has become a world-class player at Liverpool. In the 6 seasons he has been at Liverpool, he has delivered 20 goals a season on average. He has been a consistent performer. He has been always available, hardly ever gets injured. And the fans appreciate Mane, the manager appreciates him, and the only surprise is that he's wanting to leave. It needs to be sorted out as soon as possible, because the uncertainty isn't helping him or Liverpool. And I think Liverpool eventually will come to an agreement with Bayern Munich. Probably Bayern chief Salihamidzic will fly to Liverpool and sort out the deal in person, because that's the most effective negotiation, I think, when you meet. Steve McManaman also said that Darwin Nunez is he's almost like a rough diamond. There is still a lot to work on, a lot to polish and improve on, but his movement is excellent. His goals against Liverpool they were really confident finishes. There is a lot to like about him, but he's nowhere near the finished article yet. But Liverpool don't expect Darwin Nunez to come in straight away and score 30 goals a season. But look at Mo Salah. Nobody expected Salah to set the Premier League on fire, and he scored 44 goals in his first season. So who knows, Darwin Nunez might explode at Liverpool, because Liverpool create a lot of chances. Darwin Nunez is a clinical, brilliant finisher, so if he will play, he will score goals in Liverpool. I'm pretty convinced about that. Pipa Sierra, the journalist who broke the news of Luis Diaz's move to Liverpool, he said that Liverpool fans have only seen about 50% of what Luis Diaz is capable of. He has so much more talent to explode with. Jurgen Klopp as the coach, he's excited for the preseason, I know this, he said, and I think Luis Diaz reminds me a little bit of Luis Suarez in his early days. I remember in his first season with Liverpool, he scored goals, but he also hit the post a lot. He missed some big chances, and then in his second full season, Luis Suarez really exploded onto the scene and scored so many goals. Luis Diaz will probably sort out his finishing, and then he will get a lot more goals for Liverpool. And also some important news that Liverpool and the top 6 clubs have opted to share their power in the latest Premier League owners charter, which was signed off by all Premier League clubs at the moment. So that means that in key decisions when it comes to voting in the Premier League, all clubs have equal vote among the 20 Premier League clubs, and also it's a fully open competition in the Premier League. Sporting merit will be the most important, which would stop any sort of coefficient system allowing clubs to get into the Champions League based on previous success. So Man United will probably cry about this because they are not in the Champions League, but you should finish in the Champions League places and then you qualify for it. So if Liverpool miss out on the top 4 in one season, it doesn't matter if they finished regularly in the Champions League places before, even if they finished in got to the final of the Champions League 3 times in the past 5 years. It doesn't matter. You have to earn the right every season to play in the following season's Champions League, and I fully support this. And that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Tonight I'm off to the Hungary-Germany Nations League game. The stadium is just 2 kilometers away from me, the Puskás Arena. I'm really looking forward to watching my nation, Hungary, play against the big Germany team. Really excited about the game. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Good night.